Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming this look that I have on now. It's also the same makeup look that I was wearing in my first video. It's really easy to do. I use one palette for the entire look and I just love it. It's nice, it's intense, but I think you can wear it daytime, evening, whatever your little heart desires. Yeah, so if you want to see how I completed this look and see me transform into a completely different person, keep watching. So I've already moisturized my skin using my day cream from the brand The SkinSystem, which is actually a brand for Asda. I think I paid £2 for this, so it was really inexpensive and I really like it. It has SPF 15, really lightweight, so it is good for daytime, and you don't have to use much of it, which is nice, so it's gonna last you quite a while. So I've already done that, so I'm not going to prime my skin. I'm going to start with my foundation. I'm going to be using my Collection Illuminating Touch foundation in the shade Porcelain 1. I'm going to just use my NYX foundation brush, it's 03, and I'm just going to buff this all over the skin. Just to let you guys know, I am very much on the struggle bus today. Lighting's been horrible. You should see my setup right now. Can't speak. It's just one of those days, I think. So bear with me. Right, now that we have our foundation done, I'm just gonna conceal. I'm using concealer by the brand Hard Candy. It's their Glamaflouge concealer in the shade Light. And I'm just going to apply that. I'm going to conceal some of the redness on my cheeks, apply it to the under eyes, forehead, and I'm reusing a damp beauty sponge by the brand Real Techniques, and this is their, I don't know what exactly it's called, but it's the mini one. Just really like it. It's a good size for concealer, especially for under the eyes. It's just the perfect size. It's amazing how once you start filming yourself doing something, especially makeup, you realize how long you take and how weird you look when you're doing it. Right, now that we've concealed all of our areas, kind of brightened up the face a bit, I just want to set that, and I'm going to be using just an e.l.f. blush brush, which is nice and tapered, so it fits again really nicely under the eyes, and I'm going to be using the RCMA No Color Powder just to set these areas that we concealed. So now that we've finished setting our concealer, I'm just going to take my Primark contour kit, which has 3 different shades in it, a contour, bronzing and highlighting shade. I'm just going to take that middle bronzing shade, just to add a little bit of definition. I'll add that to the tops of my cheekbones and also on my forehead a little bit. Guys, I'm really sorry if the lighting is horrible and constantly changing. I've been waiting and waiting for the sun to move because I have to sit right in front of a big window. And it's just, like I said, on the struggle bus today. It's not been good. Right, now that I've added some life back into my face, I'm going to take the contour shade in the same palette and just add that right into the hollows of my cheekbones. But I'm not going to take it too far down. I'm just going to do it right at the top, like so. And now that we've contoured, I'm just going to add some blush. I'm going to be using my Milani Luminoso. Love this blush. Can't stop using it. Don't stop using it. Buy other blushes, thinking that I will maybe one day use them. And then I don't. Only this one. Only one I need. So I'm just adding that right to the apples of my cheeks and slightly bringing it back just to kind of blend it in with that bronze that we did. Right, now I'm going to move on to my brows. Just fill those in with my ultrafine brow defining pencil by Benefit, and I use the shade, believe it's, yeah, number 1. At least my brows will cooperate today. Thank you so much. Now that those are filled in, I'm just going to brush through them with the spoolie just to get any excess product off. I'm going to take my Mr. Brow Groom from Givenchy and just brush through those. I love this stuff so much. It is expensive, very expensive, but it works really well, so highly, highly recommend it. And it lasts for ages, not just on your brows, but the actual product. You don't have to use very much of it, so it's worth the money to me. Coolio. Right, now that that's all done, our base is done, eyes are nicely framed with our brows, let's move on to the eyes. So I'm going to be using my customized Makeup Obsession eyeshadow palette. I had never heard of this brand until I saw it at Boots one time that I was there, obviously. And they had quite a few shades to choose from, and all ranging between £2 to £3, so really good prices. So the eyeshadow pans actually pop out. You push them right back in, so you can customize it, put ones, you know, change it up. It's just really nice, especially for traveling, because you can put the shades that you want to use when you're away into the palette, and there you go. So this is the palette that I created. There's 2 shimmer shades and 4 matte shades on the same kind of tones. These are the kind of tones that I always go for, but I also just liked them because I thought they were pretty versatile as well. So yeah, I'm just going to be using this palette for the look today. So just to start our eyes off, I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette and just going to buff that color right over the lids and onto the brow bone as well. And this is going to just create a nice base for all the other shades so that everything can be easily blended. Now I'm going to take a Morphe blending brush. This one is the M502 blending brush. I'm going to take it into, let's see, this color here. That's going to be my main transition shade. So I'm just going to take that into the crease and onto the brow bone. And because this is a halo smoky eye, I'm going to be taking it right from the outer corner into the inner corner, rather than, you know, just staying on the outer corner. I'm going to bring it all the way around. I'm also going to bring this shade out, kind of elongating the eye. Right, now that we've done that first transition shade, we're going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade just to deepen up the crease a bit. And don't worry if it looks too messy or if there's, you know, it's on the actual lid. It's fine because we're going to be darkening it up anyways. So then I'm going to just take this slightly darker shade here, and I'll put the names of the eyeshadows in the description box below. I'm going to take that shade on the same brush And then again, just focus that into the crease, not so much the brow bone. And again, just bring that from the outer corner into the inner corner. Right now I'm just going to take a slightly tapered blending brush. This is the Morphe B80 brush. I'm going to take that into that same color and just focus this into the inner corner. So you can really get that deeper color into the crease there. Right, so just to kind of make sure everything's blended together and to get rid of any harsh lines, and just take that first brush that I used, which is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I'm just going to kind of use circular motions, lightly blending those two shades together, but focusing on the edge there, just to diffuse any harsh lines. Right, now I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, so it's this one here, and I'm going to focus that really on the outer corner and the inner corner, and then just on the crease right in the middle of the lid. And I'm using the same brush that I was using before. Right, now that I've added the darkest shade to the inner and outer corners, I'm just going to slightly bring it up onto the brow bone, just so it ties together with the two transition shades. And then we're just going to take one of the blending brushes that we used before, not going to put any extra product on it, just use what's already on it, and just again use the circular motions to blend it together. Alright, so you can see that by adding the darkest shade to the inner and outer corners, we've kind of created that light part in the middle of the lid. We're going to take the cream, we're going to take that cream shimmer shade and just use you can either use your finger, or I like to use this kind of brush, just a flat kind of paddle eyeshadow brush. I'm going to spray it with my Smashbox Photo Finish primer water, just lightly, and take that, put it right into the middle. I don't want to bring it up too high because obviously we've already added that dark shade into the crease and we don't want to lose that. Great, so as you can see, we've just added the light shimmer shade right to the middle, just kind of slightly blended it out a bit, just again so it's blended into everything. The primer water, I just like to use that because it adds a little extra oomph to the shine of the shimmer shade, but you don't have to use it if you don't have it. That's absolutely fine. It's not really essential. Right, so now we're going to take a break from the eyeshadow and just add a little bit of definition to the top lash line. I'm just going to take you can use any eyeliner, whether it be a pencil, gel, liquid, it doesn't really matter, because you're really just going to be doing a line right on the lash line. So I'm going to be using my Soap&Glory Supercat eyeliner. This is a felt tip. I'm just going to be adding a very thin line right to the lash line. Right, now that we've added the eyeliner, we'll go back and just start defining the lower lash line, because we want to tie it in with the top. So we're just going to take first this tapered blending brush that we had used, and I'm going to take the darkest shade first and just add that, go from the outer corner, just not quite to the middle of the eye. I'm just going to blend that into the lower lash line. So you just want to make sure that you're bringing it all the way up so that it is all blended together with the top as well. Right, then we're going to take another blending brush, just one that's a little bit smaller than the blending brushes we were using before. I'm going to take that into this shade here, just the second darkest one, and just blend out that dark shade. And we're going to take this further into the inner corner. And so lastly, I'm just going to go into that lightest transition shade, and again just going to the bottom to really blend everything together. Oh my goodness, I've almost forgot. I've missed a step. What kind of YouTuber am I? So we have this dark shimmer shade, and we're going to add that just to the inner and outer corner on the lid, not in the crease. We don't want to bring that shimmer shade into the crease at all. But that just kind of ties the shimmer shades together. And I'm just taking a small pencil brush. This is from the brand Masked, M-A-S-Q-D, Masked, don't know. Again, found these at Boots, really like their brushes. So I'm just gonna blend that on to that, just over the dark shade that we put on there. Again, so that's not really a necessary step, but I just think it kind of ties in that the light shimmer shade a little bit better, ties it into the look. So it's nice and complete. One big happy family. Right, so now we're gonna add some black eyeliner into our waterlines. And I'm gonna be using the Colourpop just eyeliner. Just gonna add that right into the top and bottom waterline. Right, so now that we've added the eyeliner into the waterline, I personally, no matter what eyeliner I use, I have to set it with an eyeshadow as well. So I'm just going to take any black eyeshadow and an angled eyeliner brush. I'm just going to set that in the waterline. Right, so now that we've added our eyeliner, which to me just adds a nice intensity to the look, which works really well. I don't know, to me personally, I think it looks better with the eyeliner. Last thing to do is just add some mascara. I'm going to be mixing two different ones, but mainly going to be using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara, and this is just in extreme black. Right, and mascara is done. Last thing for eyes, just to finish it off, add a little pop. I'm going to take a Real Techniques accent brush. Again, just lightly spray it with the primer water and go back into that light shimmer shade. I'm going to pop that right into the inner corners, just to brighten up the eyes a bit. Right, so that's it for the eyes. Now, just a couple last steps. I'm going to go in with my highlighter, and I am actually going to be using the Benefit What's Up highlighter. I'm just going to be applying that with my finger to all the areas I want to put my highlighter. I kind of use it as a primer almost for my normal highlighter. But this one, I do really like to use it when I don't really feel like wearing full face makeup. So if I'm just wearing concealer or no makeup at all, but I just want to add that extra glow, this one's really good to use by itself. Right. Then I'm going to go in with my powder highlight. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. I don't think they sell this one anymore, but it's called Pinktastic. It's like a marbleized champagne-y highlight with a little bit of a pink in it. Pink doesn't really show up, but the actual shade of the champagne is such a nice shade, especially for my fair skin. It works really well. So I'm just take that on a Morphe 501 brush, which is basically just a big blending brush. I'm going to apply it to all those same areas. Well, bam. Right, so the last thing I'm going to do is put on some lipstick. I'm just going to be using my Primark Velvet Matte Lipstick Crayon in the shade Dulce de Leche. Looks like this. Alright, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what kind of looks you want to see next. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.